Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. Now, as you can see on your screen, there's a little news article about Ash Jones. We talked a little bit about him last time, and I still have some plans to sort of put him into the team and sort of integrate him somehow into the squad, because I've heard, and according to the news, he is the next big thing. But we have a few games coming up, and that's really what we have to take priority with. We got QPR. I know Man City are currently sitting at the top of the table, and they're doing really well at the moment, so my aim right now is to kind of hunt them down. They're ahead of me. Mainly just because of the poor start I had, but we're starting to really get into the groove of things, and I needed to make some substitutions. Mvia definitely is my starting center defensive mid. He is now an 86 rated defensive mid, which is just fantastic to see. A lot of the players in my starting 11 are now 80 or above rated, which is fantastic considering, you know, where we started and things and the players that we managed to bring in, and a lot of them have a shit ton of potential. Anyways, Sturridge early on there manages to get a goal, which I was really happy to see. It was in the 5th minute as well, so that's a good start to the game. It was against QPR, and QPR a little bit, you know, they're a bit close to home sometimes, because they were the very first team that I did a manager mode on YouTube anyways. So, you know, they're a bit close to home. It's a little bit upsetting to see that they're not doing so well in the league as they should be doing. But anyways, I gave away a silly penalty. It was a blatant penalty. Fortunately, I don't think there was a red card. A really nice stutter step penalty from Tarat. A lot of the time when the computer does do stutter step penalties, they'll go straight down the middle, so that's why I did just stay in the middle there. But in the 31st minute, Jovetic, who is still playing that striker role while Muriel is out injured, manages to pick up a goal. And that's what I really like about my team. And oh my god, if that had gone in, I probably would have cried, dashboarded, and everything you're not meant to do, because that would have been an unreal goal. That huge lofted ball, I think it was through to Tarapt as well, and then that bicycle kick from, you know, across from about the halfway line would have just been immense. I don't know about you guys, but has the computer ever scored the most ridiculous goal against you? I don't think the computer has ever scored an insane goal against me. I mean, they've scored some nice goals here and there, but I've never seen just an absolutely ridiculous one. And if any of you guys have seen that, do let me know in the comments. I would be very, very interested. Anyway, Sterling breaks free here to make it 4-1, and the team is just playing so well together. And one of the big, I want to say controversial things in the comment section right now is, Cal, let's talk about difficulty. Now, the whole difficulty debate has come up so many times in my videos, and, you know, now I'm starting to see... previously, I still think I was right to stay on the world class mode, because world class is a fun difficulty to play on. When you move it up to legendary, suddenly the gameplay does turn a little bit more dull. It seems as though everyone starts playing like Barcelona. It suddenly turns into a possession game, and next thing you know, teams like Stoke are playing Barcelona football, which is just bizarre. Anyways, yeah, so I think I'm gonna try out legendary for you guys. I might do one episode where it's just full of legendary gameplay, and, you know, we can both we can come to a decision as a unit, as a bunch of career mode fanboys, what would be better to watch on YouTube, because at times, you know, when I beat QPR 5-2, I'm like, that's a lot of goals, but at the same time, with a certain squad that I have right now, maybe I should be beating a side like QPR that badly, you know. But then it's times when I beat Manchester United 5-1 at Old Trafford, I'm like, maybe I do need to up the difficulty. But I've said it before, you know, Manchester United are very much a team that they'll either show up and give you a complete battering, or you'll go and batter them. So it's very different. Now, we've got Deji's team here. To anyone who doesn't know who Deji is, I'd be surprised, but he's JJ's brother. He's a huge Korea fanboy, and so I decided to simulate this game against him. Now, I challenge any of you guys to pronounce the full names of all of the players on the Korean team. Props if you can do it, because damn, they look slightly challenging. Anyways, Falcao actually misses a penalty in the 9th minute, which means we didn't manage to go ahead. Korea ended up taking the lead in the 16th minute, but Falcao kind of made up for his error early on by scoring in the 62nd minute, and that was nice to see. It ended up 1-1. We would have been 2-1 had Falcao scored that penalty, which is quite rare for him to miss a penalty like that, but hey ho, that's just the way it is. It was an international friendly, hence why I'm simulating it, so at the end of the day, it's not all bad news. I had another international friendly coming up again, and this time it was against Venezuela. Again, you know, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, they all got very similar flags, so I'm never entirely sure who I'm actually going up against. But anyways, Yeah, like I said, I had these, what do you call it, these, international friendlies, so I'm never really keen on playing those. I just don't have too much interest in them. Another thing I want to talk about is my idea of the Extreme League, or the Super League, whichever you'd like to call it. Well, I'm sure we'll come to a decision eventually. Now, I think I might start that up once I'm done with Liverpool. I don't think it'd be that great to have two career mode series running simultaneously. I don't know about you guys, I just don't think it'll work out well. I really enjoy being focused and kind of consumed by one career mode. It really kind of gets me into it, and I enjoy it a lot more. But I really do like the idea of the extreme career mode. I know that when Team of the Season comes out, to any of you guys that play career mode and Ultimate Team, I'm going to be on that Team of the Season bandwagon like no other. I really enjoy Ultimate Team. It's just that a lot of the times I feel as though there aren't that many, you know, creative ideas that can be done with Ultimate Team. A lot of them have been done. I'm starting to see a lot, I want to say, like, desperate videos. People are really, you know, going out there making, and the video just turns out to be a bit silly. So that's why I really haven't made too many Ultimate Team videos recently. A lot of people have just said, yo, Cal, I would absolutely love just to see an old school Road to Glory. Anyone who doesn't know what a Road to Glory, or as I like to call it, a starting from scratch, it's where you literally start from the beginning of Ultimate Team and you just work your way up. You create a nice library of teams. You know, you have some cool players involved, and yeah, you just kind of show everything you do on your way. And that is something that I've been thinking about doing. I have some episodes recorded from that, but then again, you know, like I said, I didn't know whether you guys would actually enjoy an old school version of that. So obviously all the comments in the description, why do I always say that? All of your comments will be read, just so I kind of understand what you guys would like to see. So the Extreme League will happen once I'm done with Liverpool, and I'm really excited to see how that goes, because I think that's a really cool idea, and it's one of those things that you guys can have a lot more input on who's actually involved in the Extreme League and what team I should be in the Extreme League. You know, it's just going to be really cool in that sense, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as I'm kind of like semi-enjoying it in my mind. I've got this really cool idea. It's just going to be really interesting to see how well I can portray it on YouTube. So anyways, I had a game against Reading. Reading actually played some really good football for the first, the early part of the game. It's usually that I tend to get my goals or my lead very early on in the game, but they managed to hold me out all the way to the 30th minute from Munayen there, who's still playing that center attacking midfield role. I'm sure he's enjoying all this game time now that Muriel's injured. Some slightly weak defending means my players left a huge gap for the Reading player, but he kind of fluffed it up. I'm not going to lie. He had a very easy opportunity, but my quick defense with Ogbonna, Agar, Walker, you know, even Wisdom is quite pacey himself. You know, with that sort of fast defense, you are not going to be able to burst away from the defenders or anything like that. You ain't going to be able to do what Sturridge does to most defenses. Anyways, Reading were actually doing pretty well. They get a really kind of strange but cool goal there. You know, it was a nice piece of play, and they managed to sneak it past my goalkeeper, Ter Stegen, who honestly has been playing a lot better than I thought he was going to, because I remember when I had him at QPR, I was a little bit let down by him. But this second chance I seem to have given him really has paid off, and another great goal there from Munayen, who picks up his second goal of the game, and it ends 2-1. So props to Reading for really doing a much better job than the likes of, you know, Manchester United, and there's just been a ton of them. So props to him for that, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed this episode. If you have, then leaving a like is very much appreciated. Let's see if we can smash 3,000 likes. That would just be sweet. And like I said, leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys are thinking about Ultimate Team. Anyways, I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Bye-bye.